What's poppin', internet? Welcome to another episode of the Synced Up Podcast, show where we talk to you about news, games, and sandwich a little fun in between. I'm one of your hosts, Timothy Duro, and joining me this week is your boy Michael Clare, trying to fix his hair live on air. You got a little poke. You got a little poker.
The little dude?
Yeah, you got a little poker.
I'm sorry, bro. I haven't cut my hair, bro.
Oh, that shit's a. Oh,
it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Hold up.
What?
What's the? What if I? Hold up.
Okay,
Don't worry about this.
We're making some attempts. Where's the cap? Where's the cap? Somebody get the baseball cap. There we go.
Why'd y'all have to wait till after we ran the intro?
My bad. Today we're going to talk about... Wait, I already did. Yeah, I did all the stuff. Today we're going to talk about Pokemon and its reviews. Call of Duty and whether or not it's going to be on PlayStation. Blizzard announcing a new game. Crysis is coming back for some reason. We'll get all into that stuff. But before we get into the news, the big old structure of the show, a little bit of housekeeping for you. If you enjoy this show, you should consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/syncedup, where for $1 you get access to our lovely Discord where we talk about a lot of things like sports and Pokemon.
And
over $5. For $5, you can get access to that lovely Discord and post shows of both the shows that we do and many more goodies, all from youtube.com/synceduppodcast and podcasting services around the globe. New episodes of this show specifically go up in all of those feeds Mondays, 7 a.m. Central Time Zone gang. You can also write into this show at synceduppod@gmail.com. With any
comments, questions, concerns.
We might discuss. You can also write into the show to synceduppod@gmail.com or the reader mail submissions tab of the Discord with any questions, comments, or concerns, and we may read those on the show. Sorry, I was like, why does it feel weird? You should also consider dropping a follow on Twitter at synceduppod to keep up to date with all of our content from across the big old board, including the fact that Chancellor Raynor has now started editing TikToks.
Taking the reins.
Yep, Spencer was doing it for a while, but he just got a little too busy there with the TCG cast and all that jazz. Now
Chance would like to develop his skills.
He wanted to develop some skills, so he decided to pick up the reins, and now the TikTok is back. What's the TikTok's at?
At synceduppod.
Is it synceduppod?
I'll pull it up. I got my phone.
Okay.
I have my cellular on.
Pull it up.
Let's look real quick.
The TikTok.
What am I looking at? Oh, sorry. I was looking at somebody who does Pokemon tattoos. They were really cool. It is at synceduppod.
At synceduppod on TikTok. You can go over there, drop us a follow, and drop some likes on some of those vids.
You'll see some familiar faces.
There's some funny clips from there. And if you don't support on Patreon, there's probably going to be some exclusive post-show stuff that's going to be posted.
That's where some of the fun stuff
in those little clips from those feeds.
Speaking of, this is 98?
Huh? This is episode 98. Yes. In 2 weeks, we will be doing the 100th episode extravaganza. The Synced Up Filmcast will be skipped that week, and we will not be recording an episode for the show that week. And then instead, we'll be doing a really long Synced Up podcast that will go up in all those feeds. And we'll just be chillaxing, playing some games, doing a bunch of reader mail, all of that jazz. Just having a lot of fun. That's going to be great. I'm really excited.
I'm excited.
Very, very excited. Now let's jump into what we all came here for. Pokemon review roundups, all from GameSpot. So...
Legends Arceus.
Pokemon Legends Arceus reviews are in, folks, and we also played it, and we'll talk about it once we get through these reviews.
We didn't just play it.
This roundup is from GameSpot, and we'll start it off with a GameSpot review from Stephen Watts, 80 out of 100. Some of the new ideas in Arceus have rough edges, and it's slow to start before you get access to many environments and mounts. This is an awkward... That's funny with the way that we're playing the game. This is an awkward first step, and it was a big adjustment for me, a longtime fan of the series, to make. Once Pokemon Legends Arceus finds its stride, though, it's the most daring and inventive the series has been in years, breaking apart the stayed core and creating something new and exciting from its pieces. Okay. Chris Scullion at VGC gives it a 100 out of 100, a perfect score. Pokemon Legends is the breath of fresh air the series has needed for so long. It may not have been apparent from the trailers, but this is one of the most entertaining, engaging, and engrossing games in the entire history of the Pokemon series, and is highly recommended to both longtime fans and complete newcomers.
Pause before you continue. Does VGC actually do it out of 100, or is this 10 out of 10 and somebody changed it?
They do it out of
because I don't think not all of these groups do it out of 100.
I think they do.
No way.
There's no IGN. There's no Game Informer.
I'm gonna look at the VGC review because 10 out of 10. It feels different to me than 100 out of 100.
Yeah.
Like, you're telling me, I don't know.
Perfect score?
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying. Sixth Axis gives it a 90 out of 100. This is from Nick Bunk. Pokemon Legends Arceus is a must-play game for fans of the franchise. Not only is it the very best Pokemon game yet, but it elegantly takes the formula and flips it on its head, creating a unique new challenge that fans will love. With the nods to the anime and Pokemon games abound, Arceus feels very much like a love letter from Game Freak. Nintendo Life from Jordan Midler, 90 out of 100. Pokemon Legends Arceus feels like the result of Game Freak learning lessons for 25 years, refining the formula, and finally taking the franchise in a new, incredible, exciting direction. With its emphasis on extremely rewarding exploration, addictive catching mechanics, a fine roster of Pokemon, and a genuine sense of scale that's unlike anything in the series, Pokemon Legends Arceus is quite simply one of the greatest Pokemon games ever made.
BGC does 5 out of 5.
Yeah, maybe that's GameSpot.
I was about to say, that feels different than 100 out of 100. Maybe they were just trying to put them all on an equal.
Yeah, I think GameSpot just took a few liberties there.
Yeah, I think it's weird to say 100 out of 100. But I agree. It's a 5 out of 5.
Eurogamer gives it a recommended. VGC 5 out of 5. Telegraph 5 out of 5. Books 4.5 out of 5. VG 24/7 4 out of 5. Game Informer 8.75. GameSpot an 8. Shack News an 8. Inverse an 8. And Game Central also an 8.
All right, it's swimming in 8 to 10s.
Swimming in 8 to 10s. I couldn't agree more with a lot of these. So
this first one's weird to me though, because it's like once you get through the tough part, it's real fun. And it like, what does it mean by that?
I do,
because we have not left the first area.
We have not left the first area, but I will agree that first, like before you get the weird ear,
yeah,
it doesn't suck, but it's like, damn, this is taking me forever.
It's a pretty long tutorial, but it's like,
if you're someone coming into this and you're worried about certain things, and you're worried that you won't like the game because of like certain things, I would recommend trying to sprint and mainline to the weird ear. The first mount that you get, which isn't that far into the game, by the way.
It's not.
If you mainline it, it's not that far into the game. It's not going to require you to grind Pokemon or anything. Just go to the first mount, and then after that, like most of your qualms of the game will probably just completely fade away.
Yeah, because you can fast travel. You can explore that map really quick, and it's still a big map.
Mm-hmm. The weird ear's speed and jumps and everything is just very, very perfect. So let's just get into our discussion of this game right now before we go, because we're not going to talk about it at the very end. We're going to talk about it right now. So
and it's not like we can spoil the game for you.
Yeah, we won't spoil the game because we're in the first area.
Yeah.
So first, I'll give my thoughts on it. First, considering I was coming in ready to shit on this game, I didn't believe in this game. I thought this game was going to do the same thing that all the rest of the games did, and it was just going to be a half step in the right direction, and then a pullbacks in other directions that kind of sucked. Boy, am I glad that I was completely and utterly wrong. Pokemon Legends Arceus really comes out the gate off the jump, and feels completely different from any Pokemon game that you ever played before.
Yeah, he's so not traditional Pokemon, but for some reason feels like the most Pokemon game I've ever played.
It's a perfect blend of nostalgia and newness. That's really, really great. I will say that it's not because you said this is the Pokemon game I've always wanted. It is not quite the Pokemon game I've always wanted, but it's 75% of the way there. It's 80% of the way there. I recognize
what I want in a Pokemon game is not necessarily what everybody else wants.
It's reaching for the stars and at least landing on the moon. It's very good. Between the mount mechanics, the catching mechanics, the central focus of this game just being catch Pokemon and do these tasks to get their research. And like you said, when we were talking about earlier, because you're trying to 100% the Pokédex, right?
I'm a madman.
And I would also technically be 100%ing the
I'm
Pokédex.
I'm 100%ing the game.
Exactly.
You're 100%ing the Pokédex.
Exactly. And it's like in two different ways, because once you get every Pokemon's research level to level 10, that you've unlocked the entire Pokemon Pokedex entry for that Pokemon, and the way you get it there is by doing different tasks. Maybe you take that Pokemon and you use specific moves with that Pokemon in battle. Maybe you catch that Pokemon. Maybe you catch that Pokemon without being caught. Maybe you feed it food.
You defeat it.
Maybe you catch it at night. Maybe all that type of stuff. You have all kinds of different tasks for all kinds of different Pokemon, and different tasks are worth different amount of points to get you to that 10 mark. Now, once you get to that 10 mark, the entire Pokedex entry is complete, but you can keep going and finish all the tasks of that Pokemon, and then you get like a little sparkly emblem, and your shiny rates for that
odds
Pokemon
are much higher.
Much higher, which is really, really nice. But yeah, that's the core of the game. Let's just go out and explore, figure out what's going on in the world. There's some weird stuff happening with Pokemon. You know, the classic. Pokemon's enraged. Usually it's some evil team. I don't think it is this time because there's some weird stuff going on. I won't spoil the story.
I mean, there's not much of the story going on at this point.
Yeah, because I'm 13 hours in and Mike's 24 hours in, and neither of us have left the first area, which a lot of people leave the first area, it seems, in like 6 or 7 hours. We're way past that because we're just enjoying running around that main area.
You would think with 20 hours in, we would have seen everything that map has to offer. But like, I know there's areas you still haven't been to.
Yeah.
You've been deep in an area I've visited once and left.
Yeah, because I was like out there catching Mr. Mimes and stuff, and you haven't like explored there and stayed up there.
There's so much to do.
I've completed the Pokedex entries for those Pokemon up there, but I haven't went around and found like a Munchlax and shit like that, like you're finding those type of things. There's a lot of things that this game introduces that I think makes the overworld make up for the lack of fidelity and the lack of just quality in sense of like, you know, there's a lot of pop-in, and there's a lot of framing with far away Pokemon, and there's a lot of stuff that doesn't look very good from very far away. But like you said, after you look at it once and you're like, damn, that was kind of cheeks. You just start to focus on other things.
Yeah,
because the Pokemon are always there. You can see them and all that stuff. And even though they get like some of them like Rapidash like flame gets a little what do you call that?
Well, the biggest one for me was when you see Staraptor in the distance and you just see its wings going.
Yeah,
that's it. It's just going up and down.
The RuneScape method.
Mm-hmm.
But that's really good, and I'm enjoying like catching all the different Pokemon. Like I was going and I seen like a Gyarados, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I ran over there and I like caught it, and it was awesome. And there's like a bunch of moments like that. But the things that this game adds that really makes that overworld stuff feel really cool and really great is like the lost satchels, where enemy or people who've died online, you can go recover their stuff. The weird areas where stuff starts going awry, and there's like weird Pokemon spawning and weird distortions. The outbreaks of Pokemon, where you'll have a little region where it's just an incredible amount of this specific Pokemon that's spawning at an insane rate with a better shiny rate and all of that stuff.
I know you talked about it before the game ever came out. That there was obvious comparisons to Monster Hunter, right? And it just being go from the entrance to the monster at the end, and there's not a whole lot to do in between. But you can have a task in your head. You're like, okay, I need to go knock out some stuff with my Luxray. I need to go get like 20 knockouts, whatever.
So easy to get distracted.
And so you're going through and just knocking out Pokemon. You're collecting resources constantly.
And that's the thing. I was worried that collecting resources would feel like tedious, but they're not, because the way you do them is you run up, you throw your Pokemon, they'll take care of it, you just keep moving on your way, and your Pokemon will hit it, you'll get the material, you'll throw your Pokemon at the next tree, the next rock, the next tree. And
it's the same way with not random Pokemon battles, but just Pokemon battles in general. You can throw your Pokemon on top of the wild Pokemon that you're trying to fight or catch or whatever. Do whatever action you want it to do,
and then run off.
Just start walking
while they finish the battle. The fluidity, there's not the and then the Pokemon pops up, and then they do their call, and then your Pokemon pops up, and then it does its call,
and then you fight, and then the XP bar moves super slow.
Yeah, it takes absolutely no. That's not here.
You're not like, hey, you can learn Spark now. Do you want to learn it now? And you're like, no, yes.
It pops up. Hey, your Pokemon it can learn new moves if you want it to. Click on its thing and learn its new moves if you want. If not, keep doing your thing. They take all the things that slow down the pacing and the gameplay of Pokemon, that make it boring, that make personally me fall the fuck asleep, and they get rid of those things and they make it so much easier to play, so much quicker, so much faster, and I'm loving it. The fact that there's like 4 more areas that I haven't even been to, and I'm like lost in the sauce in the first area, I'm really fucking excited. I'm getting ready to journey into the second area because I'm kind of starting to complete all the Pokedex entries for like the non-rare Pokemon, and I don't want to like just search around for rare Pokemon. But I've completed all the side quests I can so far, it seems like, and I'm doing those things. Got to go into the next area to really get what's going next.
Even the hub world is pretty good in this game. Like you come in, you start in a little town, right? But it's not true like base building, but you do kind of you build up your town a little bit. Your farmer's like, hey, we could probably farm better if we got a Pokemon that can just help us out. You throw him a Geodude, and all of a sudden you got 2 farms.
And then you go over there. Every time you go over there, that Geodude or whatever Pokemon you gave him will be there. He'll be chilling.
You got a homie who guards the main building, and he's like, man, I really like a Wurmple. Like, I got you, dog. Let me go get one.
And then you'll get him a Wurmple.
And the exact Wurmple you'll give him will be there. Yeah, so if you give him a shiny or a big ass Wurmple, it'll still be there in town every time you come through.
Which is great. Cool. And as you go through, it has there's no quest line for it, but as you go through and you talk to him more over time, that Wurmple eventually evolves into the next stage, and then into the next stage, and then you see him sitting there with the moth or Beautyfly or whatever. Yeah. And he's just hanging out with it, and it's there for the rest of the time.
There was one shot that I didn't show you yet, but it's an early mission. You know the one with the Bidooфs? You gotta find all 3 Bidooфs. Yeah. I was walking downtown at night, and on top of one of the houses there were 3 Bidooфs asleep. Yeah. And I'm just like, that's super cool.
Yeah,
like,
just little minor things. And those Bidooфs are still in the town after you catch them. They hang out, which is great. And then I didn't even talk about the alpha Pokemon. Having the alpha Pokemon,
it's a really cool way
to have a challenge, because those alpha Pokemon are fucking hard, man.
They're hard really to catch. They're hard to fight. But it feels so satisfying when you get one. Because I know not everybody's a shiny hunter, but I feel like an alpha Pokemon is a much more like accessible kind of challenging reward for people.
Because I found an alpha of the second evolution of Chimchar. What's that? Monferno. I found an alpha Pokemon of that, which was super rare, and I tried so hard to catch it and so hard to beat its ass, and just got completely waxed. I revived my team, tried it again, completely waxed. And honestly, that's great. The fact that there's a challenge and I'm actually all of my Pokemon are dead is a good thing personally for me.
Yeah.
Because that means I had to think. I had to do some shit.
We haven't even talked about like the combat system and how much has changed. So much of it has been simplified, but so much of it is new as well.
Yeah, with the agile, strong
there's
styles.
no abilities. I don't know if you noticed that yet.
Oh yeah, there's no. Yeah, okay.
Which is like it's not.
I think okay.
I like abilities, but it's a huge simple change that.
I think the way that it could be put is that Game Freak has took all the hidden things and all of the things that make it more complex for someone, and they've kind of gotten rid of those. But they're also still there if you dig deep with like the agile and the strong style.
But even then, there's actually still there in general. So if you transfer a Pokemon from Arceus to Pokemon Home, it has an ability still. Like in the files for the game, there's abilities for every Pokemon.
They're just not in, and it says, hey, this move's effective, this move's not effective, this move's super effective.
It doesn't expect
this
you to know the whole weakness chart.
Hey, this is how much damage it's going to do, this is how much its accuracy. It has all that laid out for you. You can like view Pokemon and see like the type of moves that they could have.
There's an actual turn order now instead of you both just choose your move and whoever's got the higher speed goes first.
Yep.
I think that's interesting.
It's great.
It allows for more thought into how you want to battle.
Yeah.
And then there is, what was I thinking of? There's no IVs or EVs.
Yep.
So that was always a big thing of like breeding to get correct IVs.
Get
and
the perfect
spending
Pokemon.
hours trying to get a good Pokemon. Now any Pokemon you catch can be a good Pokemon.
You just got to get an item in the game that's not too difficult to grab. If you're catching a lot of Pokemon, you'll get a bunch of them.
You'll get them naturally.
And you can use that to increase its IVs and its EVs in quotes because it's not those things necessarily. But
I think the weirdest thing about this whole experience, and I know Chance is feeling it, and I know you are, and so am I. You don't have a team really.
Yeah, no, I'm constantly swapping out.
I have my starter with me constantly. I know you do. Chance does too.
I have maybe 2 to 3 Pokemon I keep, and then I swap out the rest. So like, okay, I'm just trying to complete the Pokedex entry for this or for that. I'm gonna use this one to level it up. Like I got the Cherim, I got a quest for that.
Yeah.
Trying to level it up to get a specific move to complete a quest, stuff like that.
And you never do that in the like classic Pokemon games. You make your team, and you just steamroll the rest of the game.
Yep.
Some people, change them out here and there, but usually you know what team you're going to go in with. And we did that before we played this game.
Yeah.
I talked to Chance. I was like, these are the Pokemon I'm choosing.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a fun time with them and roll on.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, not
I
the
got
case.
I got my Typhlosion, and that's it.
Yep.
I'm chilling.
Yep. Love to see it.
It's a fun game.
I like the starters. I like the new forms.
I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I do too.
I think the only way you won't like this game is if you don't like Pokemon at all in general.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think it's fun. It's my perfect game. But
yeah, if you're a lapsed Pokemon fan like I am, this game is right there for you. It's really, really good. I'm enjoying it a lot, and I can't wait to go to the second area. I mean, I'm 13 hours deep into the game, and I haven't even gone to the second area. I'm having a lot of fun.
It's just so fun. I highly recommend it.
So do I. Now let's move on to the next news story. Respawn is working on 3 new Star Wars games. They're working on Jedi Fallen Order 2, the sequel to Jedi Fallen Order. They're also working on a new Star Wars FPS game, and they are working with an RTS game from ex-Firaxis devs. Firaxis are the Civ guys. I didn't pull a article for this because there wasn't really. It was just a tweet.
Yeah.
So just Respawn working on 3 new Star Wars games. A little surprising.
They got their hands full.
Yeah, because EA had all those mishaps with the Star Wars games, and their thing was starting to expire, and they were giving the Star Wars license to other studios.
They said anybody,
I'm kind of surprised to see that they gave EA 3 more Star Wars games. I expected Jedi Fallen Order 2, but a new FPS and an RTS game from EA, a little weird.
I think the one I'm most interested in is a new RTS game.
I don't know. I think FPS.
First
person shooter. I mean, what have we had so far?
Battlefront.
Battlefront's third person shooter.
Oh.
They have like the weird
Force
VR
Unleashed.
mode. Force Unleashed. That's a third person action game.
For some reason, I thought you could first person in that game.
I believe you can do first person, but it's like really janky.
Maybe I'm thinking of VR Force Unleashed.
And they have
like
VR Battlefront that you can do. And then there's Rogue Squadron, which I guess is first person because you're in the ship.
Yeah,
whatever.
But so is this supposed to be like Battlefront FPS?
A true FPS Star Wars game, which interests me. An
I'm
RTS Star Wars game. I know exactly what that is. You know what I mean?
I think I kind of want it though.
I kind of want it too, but I know exactly what that is. An FPS kind of feels like, oh, we could do something unique and different. And then obviously Jedi Fallen Order 2, I really want that. Jedi Fallen Order, the first one, so good. I'm very,
I think that's
the
obvious, most excited game. But the word or the acronym FPS just does not excite me these days.
Well, yeah, of course.
I can't explain it.
No, I
RTS
get you.
game from the Civ guys, that kind of excites me.
Yeah, I get you. There's also some more new games being announced. Blizzard announced a listing for an unannounced survival game.
They were hiring.
that they were hiring for that. We probably won't see this game for years,
Yeah,
but a new Blizzard
long
IP,
time.
very, very exciting.
I'm excited too. And this is going to be under new management for most of it, I would assume. No way they get it finished before 2023. So I'm very excited.
This
for
whole
it.
6 years out, least.
Because Blizzard is not their IPs aren't bad, so I think they could come up with a very good IP for this. And,
no, I agree.
It's
But
gonna
they
be on
did
Xbox,
announce it
so.
the same day that they were doing all their union busting stuff, so it's a little sussy.
It was like a couple days after that. Xbox stuff.
Little sussy.
Anything Blizzard does is sussy, bro.
That's true. That's true. That's true. One other game announced this week, Crysis 4 was announced. That was coming out. Nobody asked for that. That's kind of weird. I mean, cool because Crysis is iconic. It's classic. But it was kind of out of the blue and weird. But that's coming. Crysis 4. Get excited for that.
I'll tell you how unexcited people were for that. Didn't even hear this happen.
Really?
The whole timeline, Pokemon.
Nothing?
No, I'm sorry. That's it. And
Not
Melee.
good.
A lot of Melee.
And then one more thing from Bloomberg, Jason Schreier wrote up an article, which I didn't copy and paste because you got to pay for fucking Bloomberg, and I'm not going to do that. The next 3 COD games on PlayStation, COD 2022, COD 2023, and Warzone 2, which is the interesting part, will be on PlayStation for sure. And after that, it's up in the air, which is what I expected.
Is it just up in the air because deals were never done?
Yeah,
for those games
the contracts are never done, and Microsoft could do exclusivity.
We had this whole conversation last week about.
We'll see what happens.
I think that's pretty much where it's at. I think
because I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
I think it's gonna stay on PlayStation.
I could see it either way.
Yeah, either way. It's not like for sure. But
Yeah, I can see it either way.
I think the smart decision is to keep it on PlayStation.
We'll see what happens. But the weird thing is Warzone 2, not a Warzone expansion, not a just a Warzone 2.
I don't know if it makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because like with VR games, why would you release a second one?
Warzone's having its difficulties, it's having all the hacker problems and all that stuff, and it's kind of lower on the player count.
Yeah, everybody's back on Fortnite playing Tilted Towers.
I guess Warzone 2 could make sense. I don't know.
I guess that's fair. I don't know what the scene for Warzone is like right now. I'm serious though. People are hopping back on Fortnite. Yeah, they're just playing Fortnite again because it's Tilted Towers. Bro.
Tilted Towers.
Made me almost want to go back.
Yeah, that's it for the news this week though. Time to talk about
slow week.
This week in gaming.
This week,
the section of the podcast where we talk about the historical releases.
The section,
and you guessed it,
the podcast.
This week in gaming. Starting with January 31st, Silent Hill, the original in 1999. That's a classic. Will we ever get another?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Soul Calibur 5 in 2012. That's the one with Geralt.
Is it?
No, that's the one with Link. Yeah, that's true.
And then the one before was Yoda? Darth Vader and Yoda.
Yeah. February 1st, nothing of note really came out that day. February 2nd, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 in 1994. And then Valheim. It's been a full year since Valheim. That came out and kind of took the world by storm a little bit.
Did it?
Yeah.
What am I thinking of? No way.
Valheim?
Which one's Valheim?
Valheim is a survival game, the medieval Nordic survival game.
What am I thinking
that everyone was playing the shit out of?
This game kind of like Skyrim. Sounds like Valheim.
What?
Skyrim-like games.
It's kind of like Skyrim, sounds like Valheim. There's Avowed, but that's not out yet.
No, Skyrim-like games. Let's see. I know Chance played it.
Skyrim, what's the game that you played?
Games like Skyrim. Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Kingdom Come. That's Cat.
What do you mean?
Kingdom Come Deliverance? That game came out forever ago.
How long is forever ago?
2014.
No way, dude.
What are you talking about?
You are capping.
Kingdom Come Deliverance video game dropped when?
2018.
2018?
I'm not tripping that much, bro.
But you thought Valheim was Kingdom Come Deliverance?
It's just the two meshed in my head.
But how? One's a third-person survival.
Because about that time last year, Chance was playing Kingdom Come, I think. I'll call that man right now.
I was playing Kingdom Come about that time.
I'll call him right now.
Because remember, I was
Were you?
No, that one might have been 2 years ago. Because remember, I had that whole thing where I was talking about it sucks and I wouldn't recommend it to anybody, but I'm having a really good time. You remember that conversation? I was having it with Jack.
You don't think Chance played it?
No. I don't think Chance played the game at all.
I'll call him up right now.
All right, we're giving you a cellular device call.
Because this has nothing to do with Valheim anymore. I'm just trying to see if my memory is as bad as I think it is. I couldn't tell you the last time I called Chance. Hello, Chance?
Yeah.
Hey, you're on the podcast.
Okay.
About this time last year, say early February or so, were you playing Kingdom Come Deliverance?
This year?
Last
year. In 2021?
Yeah, 2021. February 2021. Were you playing Kingdom Come Deliverance?
Did it come out then, or did it come out in 2019?
It came out 2018.
Came out in 2018.
Oh, no, I wasn't.
See, yeah, my memory's failing me.
Wasn't
too.
that like Kingdoms of Amalur?
What's Kingdoms of Amalur?
That's that game that Jordan was playing. And I played with him.
Of Amalur, I might have been playing.
No, that's the KO. Yeah, that game looks like trash. That's not what I'm thinking of.
Oh, Kingdom Come Deliverance. That's like
The medieval.
Skyrim
Yeah.
Yeah, Skyrim like
first
game.
No,
Yeah,
I wasn't playing because I played it for like 2 hours and stopped.
but that wasn't in February of last year.
Whenever it dropped on Game Pass.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, we can use that
We
info.
can. Thank you. We will now search further and deeper. I appreciate you. All right. Love you. Bye. All right.
All right.
Kingdom Come.
Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'm pretty sure this is like 4 months ago.
No
Kingdom
way.
Come Deliverance.
God, I can't type.
Come Deliverance Game Pass. Game Pass.
Pass. Dude, what if I nailed this on the head?
Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Game Pass. It's 4 more games coming.
Steve Xbox Game Pass.
August 2020.
But when did they come to Game Pass, bro?
No, it says. I told 5 games have been.
They're about to leave in Game
Oh,
Pass. So hold on. You know what? Hold on.
we've derailed this show.
We have, but
So it was leaving in
Kingdom
August.
Come Deliverance coming to Game Pass. Kingdom Come Deliverance coming to Game Pass.
That article was in January 2020.
Deliverance to leave Xbox Game Pass soon.
Ba-da-da-da.
I don't want to know about them leaving.
Is now available on Game Pass on Xbox. This is in August of 2019. I think they said.
In August of 2020 is when it's leaving. So
August
of
16th, 2020, or August 22nd of 2019.
Wait, Kingdom Come Deliverance is now available at Game Pass. August 22nd, 2019. Yeah, no, that doesn't line up for you, bro.
Yeah, no, my math is completely wrong somewhere.
Yeah,
Damn,
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, bro.
Damn.
Anyway, February 3rd, Mrs. Pac-Man dropped in 1982 in arcades.
Classic.
Darkest Dungeon in 2015, 7 years ago. Jesus Christ.
Whoa. That's a good game.
February 4th, Outlast in 2014. XCOM in 2016.
XCOM 2.
XCOM 2, yes. Apex Legends in 2019.
That doesn't seem right.
3 years since Apex Legends. February 5th, Paper Mario in 2001.
Mm-hmm.
Devil May Cry 4 in 2008. Dead Space 3 in 2013. And then on February 6th, Astroneer in 2019.
2019.
Yep.
Not bad. People
Not bad.
decided to start releasing games again.
Yep.
About early February.
Yep.
What do you think?
2019.
What do you think? Huh?
That's an okay list. Not as good as last week's.
What's your favorite here?
Astroneer, I think. Or
Darkest Dungeon
Outlast.
for me.
Outlast or Astroneer.
Sure. I hate Outlast, bro.
Yeah. Now it's time for the what
I'm
you been
a
playing
weak man.
section. Have we played anything but Pokemon?
Did you say Outlast?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have we played anything but Pokemon? Because I haven't.
mean, I did some Halo challenges.
That's about it.
They're never gonna get done again.
Yeah, I haven't done shit. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Rip.
I will not be picking up Halo until a new event.
Yeah. Sorry, Rip. Anyway,
Rest in peace.
Pokemon. That's what we've been playing. There's nothing else. We already talked about
Pokemon.
We already talked about Pokemon. Anyway, now it's time for reader mail. You can get your questions right on the show by writing into synceduppod@gmail.com or the reader mail submissions tab of the Discord, just like Lyle did.
The boy.
Lyle is back. Lyle, I'm
Alive and
so
well.
glad to see that you're back. We were worried about you. We talked about it a little bit. We hadn't heard from you in a while. You were out of the Discord. You hadn't wrote in a long time.
We missed you.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about it.
Good to hear
But
from you.
you're back. He says, "Hi, Tim and Mike.
Hello.
Seeing as everyone else is doing it, can you give me a bold gaming prediction for this year and a not so bold prediction?" Cheers, Lyle. Bold gaming prediction. God of War and Breath of the Wild 2 will come out this year. Neither will be delayed.
Here's my bold prediction, and neither will win Game of the Year.
That's geeked.
You said bold.
Okay, sure. Anyway, not so bold prediction.
What's my not so bold prediction?
Not so bold prediction.
There's gonna be a Gen 9 announcement in April.
Elden Ring is gonna get like a 93 on Metacritic.
A 93.
Like a 93 or 94.
Yeah, that's not that bold. I think we're gonna get announcements for like because it's okay.
Elden Ring will be in the running for Game of the Year.
There's a lot of discussion.
100%.
There's a lot of discussion about whether this Pokemon game is like a mainline game.
Yeah.
If this counts as like, oh, this is the start of our Gen 9 or not.
Uh-huh.
And so a lot of people have said Gen 9
Is this mainline or is this not mainline?
would technically come out in like November of this year, which I think is crazy.
Yeah, I
So
think that's pretty insane.
I think we'll hear about Gen 9 by April.
Okay. You're
That's
insane.
why am I insane?
No Pokemon game coming out this year, bro. Pokemon Arceus, that's it, bro. You're tripped.
You're stupid.
You're tripped.
You are stupid.
You think there's
bro.
another one coming out, bro?
Absolutely.
No. You tell
Game
me
Freak-
they released the remake Arceus and that in the same
We know how
in less than a year they released 2 remakes, Legends Arceus and the next gen in less than a year time.
We know how Nintendo works.
You're
this game was
geeked.
done in 2017. Bro.
You're tripping.
This game was finished in 2017.
You're tripping. 3 Pokemon games. No, technically, that would be 5 Pokemon games in less than a year.
What do you mean?
Because it'd be Diamond and
Not
Pearl.
Game Freak. Not Game Freak.
Not Game Freak.
No.
There's no way. 5, but even still,
What do
5
you mean?
Pokemon games.
Game Freak only did Arceus.
5 Pokemon games in less than a year's time.
Yes.
No, bro.
Yes.
No fucking
It's
way.
happening.
No fucking
They gotta sell
way.
cards, bro. They gotta sell. Pokemon Go has to add new Pokemon.
Dude.
You're getting Gen 9 this year.
There's
Hope you're ready.
no way.
Hope you're ready.
You're geeked.
No,
What the fuck?
I'm never geeked.
Anyway, Spencer
I'm
writes in,
bricked.
what is a game mechanic you can't stand? For me, equipment degradation can rot in hell. Equipment degradation, honestly, not that bad, bro. Grow
No,
up.
it's terrible.
Grow up, Spencer.
What do you mean grow up?
Grow up.
It sucks, bro.
You too, Mike. Grow up, Mike.
No, what sucks is when a good weapon has equipment degradation. That's what sucks.
Sure.
Like, I'm cool. If I'm fighting you with a stick, that's fair. That's fair. It should break after a couple uses.
Yeah.
If I'm fighting you with, like, the second best
Excalibur.
sword in the game,
Yeah.
and I still only get, like, 20 swings, I'm pissed.
It's not terrible in Breath of the Wild.
It's not terrible.
I don't mind it at all.
Because the Master Sword didn't break, right?
Nope.
Yeah, so that's fine. But, like, I didn't ever use another weapon after the Master Sword because of what equipment degradation.
Sure.
So, I don't like it.
What
I
game?
agree.
What other game mechanics suck though?
I feel like we just had this conversation because I said, what did I say? Like, I was talking about Outlast and your your battery dying.
Uh huh.
I remember talking about this.
I think this was a different question though.
Was it?
I think maybe Lucas asked like.
Maybe Spencer would know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because that's my answer again. Or am I having deja vu?
I remember that conversation too, but I don't remember this specific question. But it wasn't on last week's. Maybe we already answered it. Well, sorry, we did it again. Sorry.
Haha, you got any new answer? What's your least favorite game mechanic in Arceus? Rain.
Yeah, rain be sucking, man. Because I'm trying to catch other
Them
Pokemon.
Ponytas don't be spawning.
I know.
You can't get Chimchar in the rain.
I need the rain to not come out.
It's not good.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
hate the rain. Yeah,
I know.
bro. They gotta stay alive.
But anyway, that's it for this episode of the Synced Up Podcast. Thank you for watching or listening. 2 weeks until the 100th episode extravaganza. Get excited for tomorrow when we
naked.
shut the fuck up. Get excited for tomorrow when we rate and review Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire on the Synced Up
Ooh.
Filmcast. Also, go over to Synced Up Pod on TikTok to give us some likes and some follows
Drop
to
a
help
follow.
Chance, get a
Put
little
a-
self-esteem
put a-
boost with
put
all
a
his good editing
comment
skills
there,
because
bro.
he's been going in. Drop a
He's
comment.
doing good.
Share it with your
He
homies.
got captions and everything.
Now, if you support us at patreon.com/synced up at the $5 tier,
£5,
you can get access to
Pound.
the lovely post show that we're about to do.
Dinero.
And it's kind of Pokemon related. But if
It
you want to
is.
know what that means, you got to give us the $5. Sorry. If you don't, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Sorry.
And if you do, we'll see you in a few minutes. That's it, everyone.
Goodbye. His hands on the button.